Hello, and welcome to another edition of Traversing the Territory with me, General Manager Steve Wyland, a video series highlighting the people, activities, and amenities of the Galena Territory Association. Today's video will be going on a trail walk here at No Name Creek. Going through to listen to our Natural Resources Coordinator, Emily Lubcke, talk to us about different tree varieties. Maybe we'll see some fungi along the way. So hopefully you have fun watching this video.
This is American hazelnut, and we passed a couple smaller patches of it along the way, but this is a really nice example of kind of the size at maturity and starting to turn some of the fall colors, so it gets kind of some golds into oranges and reds and things. And it's something that I'm starting to see a little bit more frequently as I'm out in the woods and stuff now. It is a preferred browse species for deer. So as you know, we have a deer management program here, and when we first started, this was not something that you saw in the woods very frequently because they browsed it pretty heavily, and so they just reduced how much of it was here. And I think you know, over time, just by kind of keeping the population levels a little bit lower, some species like this have started to rebound. You can find them in the understory a little bit more frequently now.
How old would it be, Emily?
You know, I don't really
They
know.
grow fast, though.
Yeah, they do. You know, we had to have one cut down recently at North Cove. It was starting to decline and started shedding some pretty big branches. And it was also a monster. I should go and count the rings. Just kind of give an idea for 80 years. Yeah, because I think it wasn't quite, it wasn't quite as big around as this one. But yeah, this one is a pretty good sized tree. Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Smells good.
Yeah, oh yeah, you could definitely eat them. I don't know if I'd eat it raw, but you know. I follow a lot of different foraging sites and things, and so this is definitely one that is kind of prized for cooking, and people will cook it just like chicken, so you can bread it and fry it. You can, yeah, saute it. People will make like a vegetarian chicken noodle soup with it, or you know, things like that. And
it's called Chicken of the
Woods. Yep. Yeah, so, and that's quite a, yeah. Impressive, yeah.
And they always grow on the,
They always grow on wood, yep, and then they'll always have this kind of yellow and orange, you know, coloration to it with the bright yellow bottom.
Is any chick?
Which is why it got its name, shagbark. So you can kind of see that the best maybe if you in the upper part of the canopy there, and they, you know, peel off in kind of these long strips. So this is a puffball mushroom, and
appropriately named.
They are also edible. I actually had a lady bring me one from her yard yesterday that was between the size of a volleyball and a basketball. It was huge. So when you cut into these, so it should be this, you know, pure white in the middle, and they're called, I mean, you can really smell the the mushroom.
The other one smells more like a mushroom.
Yeah, more strongly. Yeah, but I mean, they don't have a lot of flavor. So they kind of take on the flavor of whatever you cook them with. Yeah, and I have read recently people kind of use it as a tofu substitute for that. But they're called, I guess it might be starting to turn. They're called puffballs because they will start kind of turning in the center. You can see it's almost got kind of like the little hairs like you'd see if you find like moldy food in your refrigerator. You know how it gets that kind of like hairy. I mean, I've never had moldy food in my fridge. So it kind of gets that in the center, and the whole inside of this mushroom will turn into spores. And when they're ripe, you can kind of like poke them with a stick and they'll get like a puff of spores that come out from the top that kind of looks almost like a puff of smoke.